Hey guys, how's it going? When you're jumping on, say hello. I want to be able to see, I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate this. So Bob, you're still watching? I know there's certain little tricks and techniques that people use when they're doing lives. I'm just not, okay. Alright. So every week now I'm doing these YouTube live streams, and what I'm getting into the habit now is I want to get on TikTok and go live prior to them to connect with you guys, because I understand they're both two completely different platforms. YouTube is basically information that I'm sharing from the divine. For your evolution, for you to tap into truth, to ascend. Because we're at a very exciting time in space right now, guys. You guys get to make the choice whether or not you ascend, and if that's what you incarnated to do, you'll feel it, you'll know it. And there's a lot of, hey Aaron, thanks for the follow. There's a lot of craziness right now that we're seeing in our reality. And it's like, yeah, it's sort of creating a lot of fear, a lot of the storylines out there in the Matrix right now. What's everyone doing? Where's everyone from? I'm from Australia, South Coast, New South Wales. It is currently almost 9 a.m. here. So my stream on YouTube is at 10:30, and I have no idea what I'm going to be sharing, what the divine has to share today. Central Coast, oh lovely. Hello, the Ascension Project, it's great to see you. Pittsburgh, is that how you say Pittsburgh? Melbourne, lovely. Oh, thank you, Ash. Yeah, so if you don't follow, press that follow button, because I'm really stepping into that service mode now, where you find those beings that incarnated to do what they have to do. So the truth is within you, and you need to unlock your personal truth. Your truth unlocks your personal ascension keys. I've had quite a few little messages here and there which allude, which I'm like, okay, so maybe that's what we're talking about in our TikTok live stream. And just as I go live, the big garbage truck goes past. Awesome. So your truth is the only true truth. And you are a universe in yourself, okay? We are all creators here, incarnated, creating this reality in which we see. And this is why focusing on the external world, those stories that are happening out there, isn't serving you, okay? It's just creating more of that, because you are a powerful creator. So that's kind of like the message, like a couple of messages that have come through this morning. And so I'm thinking maybe that's what I'm going to be streaming, sharing, channeling, right? It was funny last night. I got that message. It's like, your YouTube channel, Nadine, is like the divine channel, like alluding to like a TV show. Like we each tune into certain things depending on the frequency that we're at. So what are you tuning into? And everything that you're tuning into right now is a key to unlock and to heal, to ascend. Where are we? Let's see. Let's put the giant font on. Oh, we've got someone from Canada. Awesome. It's 1:56 p.m. Okay, well that's not too bad, is it? Because some places around the world it's like, okay, I'm going live at 10:30 a.m. It's now 9 a.m. and it's the middle of the, light. The middle of the night. The night, middle of the light. How silly. We are one and love is the only answer. Yep, so we've got to tune into that love. And right now we are in this realm of fear, separation. And so many people are judging others and judging the storyline happening. So they're not tapped into that frequency of love. They're not loving themselves. They're not trusting themselves. Humanity are all fixed in the realm of separation. And at the root, that's absolute truth. But there's so much that we need to understand to be able to navigate and anchor that love that we so rightfully deserve. And it starts with you loving yourself, that self-love. So if you're watching this and you feel guided, please share this because I've walked this Ascended Master's path. I have embodied Sophia, Christos, right? I'm anchoring this divine frequency from the God source, from the absolute. And when I share this light, it's to assist you. Even if you're not resonating with some of the things that I say, you take that on. And when the time is right, it will blossom. I'm here to activate people, to awaken people. Thank you for sharing the Ascension Project. Thank you. Yeah, so we all have the power in our hot little hands, but we need to know how to tune into it because all the old world information has been infiltrated by deception. And that is why when you truth seekers, you look out there at this reality and you're like, what the fuck, right? Like, oh, Bill, awesome. Hello, Bill. I'll remember that. Yeah, so... Oh, all right. Let me have a sip of my tea. I've got my matcha tea and I've put some of my doTERRA peppermint essential oil, so I'm hoping I don't start to tear up. If I start to tear up, it's just because the peppermints hit my eyeballs. All right, so... So here's a truth seeker. Put your hand up. Comment. Seeker. So we need to start turning things around and start seeking within. One of the things that was illuminated to me this morning, and I assume it's for the YouTube, I don't know. I just get little bits and pieces, but I might not even talk about this at all. I don't know. This is the beauty about being in the now moment, guys. We need to be in that now moment because this is all about unity, right? Bring that left, that right in. This is the core, the now moment, right? But these beings that speak to God, right? These beings that speak to God. Well, that's it. It's so powerful to live in the now moment because, like, that's how I have to do my job. And it's like I don't get to plan my lives before I get on. I just like, all right, just sit there and go, Nadine. And I just share. That's the part of my job, which makes it a lot easier, actually, for these live streams. I just jump on and I just share from the now. This is more about connecting with you guys, and I've got to get used to it. Every time I get in the camera, it's like I start teaching, and that's, I guess, not the, yeah, that's more for the YouTube. I keep getting reminded, you've got to connect to people, right? Connect, because this TikTok is a powerful, powerful app. It's my favorite because I scroll on TikTok, right? And I get messages from my God self, from the absolute, through you guys, right? You creators, right? And that's how God source creation, one of the ways that it uses to connect with us. So I have a lot of card readers I follow because that is like a tarot deck in itself, right? When you're scrolling through TikTok and you fall apart upon a card reader, some you just scroll past, right? You know that's not for you. Somehow you just scroll past because you're like, right? Nah, like you just get that feeling. You know what I mean? And other times you stop on them. Do you guys do that? So the Ascension Project, do you relate to this thing that I'm talking about right now? Because it's like, and it's so weird because it's like I land on a tarot reader, a card reader, and for some reason I stay there. And then the message that comes through is, I'm like, how the hell do they know exactly where I am in this now moment, this time and space, and this message? Oh, awesome, Tammy, that's so cool. Yeah, and it's like that message is for me. And then you look at all the likes and all that, and it's like, wow, you know, like it's like so many other people are like this, but we're all connecting to it on a different level. And it's so exciting. It's so amazing. And it's like, that's source talking to you to tell you where you're at right then and there. So being open to that knowing and that truth, like just, yeah. And what's coming through now is just trust yourself, right? Trust yourself, trust that feeling, trust the feelings that you get, right? But that's how God, source creation, will share messages with you to illuminate certain things for you, for your growth, for your evolution. It's amazing. And I've had some on this ascension. So I've had to embody Sophia, Christ. I've had to work and build and remember who I am, and embody the Mother, the Father, the Christ, right? I've had to embody the divine. Connecting with the all one. And in doing this, I've had many dark days, right? Because we are these cyclistic beings, and we are flow. And when you are working at your ascension and you are plugged into this frequency, it's like a roller coaster, right? But the dark days and the negative energies, the dark forces, all those things that you come up against, when we're healing the new way, we're able to release those so we can ascend further. So I've had some very dark days, and the tarot card readers, honestly, and the beings, the creators on here that I get guided to stop and watch, right? You know, it's like you have helped me so much just in the messages that you're relaying, your truth that you're sharing. It's amazing, right? And these new connections that we're making, it's strengthening us. So I need to share my truth because this path that I've walked, this is something that people read about in books, right? You know, they connect to ascended masters in spirit, where I've done that. And I'm sharing this mastery of ascension, this new way. And I speak for the divine. I speak for all these other ascended masters, archangels, right? I've had to navigate, and I've had many dark teachers too. It's been crazy. So what I was getting back to saying before was this message, and there's a little bit of resistance around this for some reason. I don't know. Let me have some. That's probably because I need water. Guys, if you feel you're losing it sometimes, just have a drink of water, right? Water is freaking powerful, especially for what I do. I will absolutely hit a wall and I'll have some water, and then it's interesting. The Ascension project. So like not looking for it, absolutely not looking for it, and just falling upon it and just stopping on it for some reason, not knowing why you scrolled past the last 10, but you're stopping on this one. Like, why? And it's like you get the message, right? Oh, Monica, sending you love and blessings, honey. Now, these things, cancer, disease, is all, the root cause is all related to energetic blockages. Okay, the energetic blocks within the body, and very acidic environments and stuff like that. Tammy, I love that. She's like, yeah, scroll past the last 10, but stopped at yours. So this new golden age, I've been guided to say, is all about us learning how to heal ourselves and how to tap into our truth, right? How to ascend. Absolutely, yeah. Thank you, Joshua. That's beautiful. Some water. I'm not sure. So hang on. I'm not sure what. Just give me a moment. All right. I'm just gonna take a note. So our ascension is all about using the people in the external world as a oh, Monica, beautiful. Thank you, Unspoken, for sharing my live. So one of the really powerful things, Monica, that we can do, yes, is really we went through this on my Facebook live stream and my YouTube live stream last week, and we have another one at 10:30 a.m. and we learned some very important lessons through from the source, the absolute Christ, in order for us to heal, right? And there's a brand new way of healing, and we are all one. I am one with all of you guys, because on this ascension I've had to become one, right? I've had to move through all the different dimensions and connect. So we are all part of the one cosmic body. So those beings outside of myself, every single person, we are one, okay? So people in our external reality have a message for us. They have a lesson for us. Thank you so much for the rose. They have a message for us. They have a lesson for us. So part of this ascension means source communicating to me through other people, right? And that's the way source, God, source, creation communicates to all of us, right? Through our inner world, through our external world, okay? And so one of the things that was coming through, I just kept seeing Monica's name, Monica, and I couldn't figure out what, like, it's like, what? Like, what? And this is coming through because of her truth that she shared, right? So inspiration, this is another way that creation, God's source creation, connects to us through information, inner formation. So we are all part of the one cosmic body. We are all one. So we are always going to be coming up against and receiving lessons. And it's, these things come through to us for our evolution, for our ascension, for our healing, for our growth, for our expansion. Did I say that? So these are all powerful, powerful factors. and I'm just getting feedback for what we need to do and heal on next. So I've just put Monica's name on my record, just the name Monica and Cancer. So every letter holds a particular frequency, and so it wasn't until I put that through that the message came through. So when we heal the new way and when we're tapped into the frequency of Christ, and I share that through my membership, you guys can access that and heal on that, right? We create this powerful healing record. So we record things, the feedback that we're receiving, the input that we're receiving from our inner and our outer world. So symptoms, emotional issues, mental blocks, spiritual blocks, all those sort of things. And those things are happening on the external, people being narcissists, being those psychopaths, those things that you see in that matrix, that storyline that just has to change, the way that people are acting and interacting with you. They all are symptoms and they're all lessons. And when we're in this new frequency, we record them, because things on the external can affect us as much as the things on the internal, because we are new earth creators. We are here to transform the earth, right? So we need to be able to use the symptoms in our outer world and our inner world and heal on them, okay? So nothing is separate from you. Everything is one. We are all part of the one cosmic body, right? So the way they show me the cosmic body, they show me like stars, and they show me like a leg, and it's like this cosmic body. It's so weird. Absolutely. New earth architects. So part of this, I've had to step into who I am as a cosmic founder. I incarnated from these God worlds to be able to come through and share this with beings, this new way. But they're saying the true way, right? Not the way that we have been programmed. We have been programmed through this inorganic matrix structure, a trap, and we have been creating for the dark because we don't know how to operate these freaking vessels, right? We don't know how to heal, to be free, to create, okay? So, oh, thank you, the Ascension Project. Oh, beautiful. I love the roses, because the rose is very, very symbolic of that higher heart, that part that connects to the Father. Because like I said, part of this ascension, I've had to become the mother, the father, the Christ, the child, right? The golden child. But when I was doing the embodiment of the Father, they took me to this higher heart, this thymus, right? And this atomic doorway. And the rose was one of those things that came up in relation to that blooming, right? That growth, that flower, how I'm saying creation and spiral. I guess the fact that this geometry, like we are living, breathing geometry, right? And there's patterns, there's signs, there's symbols in this reality, right, for us. And there's so many people who study all these different ways, but they're actually just, but it's like we've got to put all the pieces together, guys, not just, it's very, Joshua Hill, what are my thoughts on open relationships? Well, I don't like relationships, full stop. I wouldn't have done this if I had a relationship, because my relationships have been very toxic, because I didn't know who I was. So I was attracting all these, So anyway, open relationships, you do you. I don't know. That's it, you do you. And it's not up to me to judge. I would never do an open relationship, no way. But you might, we're all different, we're all unique. It doesn't matter what I think about that. It's like what you think. This is your reality, your universe, your creation. You do you. And the key to knowing and accessing this truth is healing. this is all about turning it inward, right? Tammy, do I teach it or give readings? So every week now I'm going live on YouTube and I'm doing free streams. But to access the frequency that I'm sharing and healing the new way like I'm sharing, there's my Patreon membership. So it's up to you guys to choose. I'm here to give you the information from this frequency, and that's it. The whole chosen one, it's up to you to choose. Right? Anyone can be a chosen one. It's about choosing to begin this journey home to the one. That's what chosen one is. It's not some egocentrical, I've read it in the book, I've worshipped this religion or this way, so I'm a chosen one. I'm a chosen one, I am. It's not like I have all this it's a whole different frequency. A lot of the chosen ones don't know they're chosen ones. But the choice is like, do you choose? Like, it's not about someone who is on a pedestal. It's about you choosing to begin the journey to become one. And no, there's only a few people that are doing that right now. They have these new instruction sets, right? And they are beginning the embodiment of Sophia and Christos. So I do have students. At the moment, though, that program isn't available, and I have no idea when that will be, because I have to just go. I always point up there. I have to go with what I'm guided to do. So yeah, eventually there's 3 ways I serve. So there's the free information. So every week I'm going live on YouTube. So head over there and subscribe to YouTube. I'm going live at 10:30 a.m., which is almost just over an hour. So if you guys do come there, right, let me know, right? Let me know. So I can give you a shout out, because I like to see that, I don't know, I just like connecting with people, and I like to find those beings that are in resonance with some of the things that I share, because it's a good sure sign that, you're a chosen one, right? And chosen ones are usually those, actually, I've got a free ebook you can go and download, 10 reasons or 10 signs that you chose to be here, right? I released that the other day, so you can go and get that free ebook and check that out and see if you resonate with any of those 10 things, right? Because the chosen ones that is in the matrix and programmed, the matrix programming, chosen one is different to the true chosen one. Like the beings that came from God worlds to be able to bring this new era in, that came to, that have come to anchor light and remember who the hell they are, right? Oh, are they, Joshua? I'm sure lots of men would agree with that. So me and you shared some of the same messages about a year apart. Oh, okay. All right, so see, I've just hit a brick wall. I don't know. I'm just getting whatever floats your boat. Like, you are the creator of your reality. You decide. As long as you abide by those universal laws, right? Like, to actually ascend, to do what I've had to do, I haven't needed a man in the physical at all. This is all about balancing the masculine and the feminine within yourself, and that should be number one, right? Have you noticed in the matrix right now, all this gender confusion, all this just madness out there in relation to genders, and teaching children. There's so much cloudiness right now being created by the dark in order to just even taint that gender role, to be able, like programming it with deception, more confusion. That's how the darkness works. Too much, like just bombarding people with information and confusion. And there's so many truth seekers out there that are helping push these dark, I'm getting like false, I'm getting these dark agendas, but there's like something false, something. I don't know. So we need to empower the truth seekers and teach them that no, it's not about you. It's about you using that external reality to decode your truth. Instead of trying to decode everything out there, that's not what it's there for. God, source creation, hasn't put it out there for you to decode and figure out, and you've got to understand that that's only there for you to grow. So everyone is unique, and everyone gravitates to different truths, different storylines, different this, different that. Right now there's a whole UFO thing going on, and this Project Bluebeam thing, which again is just a bunch of bullshit, right? And it's another one of those deception strategies, to be able to trick people into being fearful. The light is just an amazing place to be, because you balance both those polarities, right? There's that light and dark. Yeah, holographic UFOs. Yeah, I saw something the other day, so it came up into my reality, because I don't usually, a lot of the things that I see on TikTok are you guys, you creators, those beings that create things like tarot readers and people who are here, like the Ascension Project, right? Sharing their truth to assist, right? So I fall upon those people, and not so much the conspiracy things, because that was years ago for me in my ascension, because I've ascended to this point where I see all the inorganic matrix structure. I'm not in that frequency. So when I have messages, when God source creation has messages for me, for you, I'll see these things pop up. So I seen this, I don't know, he worked for someone, he wouldn't say who he worked for, and he was talking about the things that they do to trick, their own, like the government. He was saying the government, and they do things to trick, right, people. And, these fighter jet people and stuff like that, right? And how it's just all a hoax to deceive people. So it's good to see the darkness coming to light and some of these truths being shared in the mainstream. But this is all because it's all of the will of God, right? This is the new age, the new era, where beings get to, hey legend, where beings get to choose what way they go, right? So we have an infinite amount of parallel like Earths right now, right? And you are a creator, right? So you get to choose. So now is the time that we get to understand the absolute truth, so we can do this. So that's what I share with you guys, like the absolute truth, and the new way to operate and I give you guys access to the frequency. Number one, through the wisdom codes, through the knowledge, because I've been there, done that. I've walked this path. I'm connected with this celestial realm. I'm connected with the masters. I'm connected with the gods. I'm connected to all of these guys. So I'm a portal, and I'm sharing their message, because we all dwell in the all one, because we And the beautiful thing yesterday, when I was connecting and anchoring, you know, the gods from Norse, Greek, Aboriginal, all those Hindu gods and all those sort of things, when I was connecting to them and anchoring them, and we were so I was connecting to them like energetically. This is just a part of the ascension that I'm in right now, and it was really beautiful because they're saying there's so much separation out there. There's so many beings out there that worship this god, that god, this god, that god, right? And but they're all, and it was just this beautiful feeling because here I'm connecting to all of them. So we are one, right? Because this is the ascension, and it's like I'm a portal for their message. So in this one body, I'm it all, right? And that's not egocentric. That's just saying that that's where I'm at right now because we are all one, okay? And I've incarnated to remember who I am. I've gone through many trials and tribulations to be able to do this. I hold the instruction sets to activate your 12-strand DNA so you can embody Christ and Christos and then do your divine sacred union, right? And move through that Vesica Pisces, right? To have your cosmic rebirth, right? A little cosmic baby through that Vesica Pisces, through that portal. Yeah, so it's like, and I'm still on this journey, right? And I just have to be in the now moment all the time and just go with what I'm guided to do and connect deeper and deeper and deeper to the truth. And I just thought it's really beautiful that now I'm just connected to all the gods, right? And all the archangels, all the angels, all the ascended masters. We're all one because I'm in this realm. And sharing their message, right? So no matter what God that you worship, no matter what angel, what ascended master, whatever, like I am sharing their message. And that sounds fucking nuts. I know it sounds, I know how I sound. And that's why it takes a leap of faith. This time you have access to all the magic in the cosmos, but all you need to do is trust. All you need to do is take that leap of faith. All you need to do is connect, right? So that's why every week I'm going live on YouTube, right? So, you know, join me and we'll see what comes through because I think we've spoken a lot of amazing stuff already. And so anyway, oh, I've got the itchiest nose. So if you don't follow me, please follow along because things are going to get really exciting. And this year it's going to snowball like a mountain. I'm talking to every single one of you because I'm you. It's so nuts. It's very difficult. Like this ascension is a crazy journey, and every time you think you know it, it's like, oh my god, shit, really? What? There's more? You level up and then this whole new frequency of information opens up, and we have to integrate that. So there's a definite structure to this and how the ascension works. And like what they're sort of doing now is because this has taken 4 years for me, over 4 years now, to get to this point where I can share this, because I've been having to navigate through some very difficult lessons, right? And that's one of the things that were coming through today was there was like a couple of people and they're like, God said this, right? And I was thinking like, wow, like, number one, when they say God, it's themselves, right? It's their absolute self, right? The all speaking to them. The God is the individual aspect of the source of the absolute, but at the same time, it all. It's weird. Oh, thank you, Yoga Jones. You too. Good morning, Dobbs. Yeah, so there's a definite way that this is working. And they're saying this is all about clarity, accessing your truth to gain clarity, right? I just really want to take every single person on this journey, but they're like, not everyone incarnated for this. So this is why I need to speak my truth to pique people's curiosity, because I know there's a lot of truth seekers out there, okay? And there's a lot of, those that are seeking ascension, those that are already into current ascension, systems, right? So I need to give you guys the upgrade, right? And the update from the God source creation, the absolute, from the divine. So you can get deeper clarity, right? Because you guys are incarnated to this planet. You've always been a bit of an introvert. And you've always really used this mind, and I'm getting the word contemplation, like where just that deep thought where you're trying to dissect the universe and creation and this reality. You have that bit where you just think outside the box. And the reason why I say chosen ones don't know they're a chosen one, because I didn't. And look, I'm one now, and I'm sharing my truth so you can become one, right? I'm showing you the doorway. If you want to enter, if you choose to enter, right? So I didn't know who I was. I had no idea who I was. I attracted so much shit into my lifetime. I was stuck in all these toxic relationships, toxic this, toxic that, toxic habits, toxic. I used to, go out and drink before my kids, so I could actually be a bit extroverted because I was so much of an introvert, and people would gravitate to me, and I'd suck up their negative vibes, and I would take that on, right? I was just, I had no energetic protection or anything like that, and I suffered, right? I could be good as hell, and then some particular person will walk up at me, and then all of a sudden I take on all their shit, and that's who we are, and we don't know who we are, so we think we've got the problem, when that's actually a blessing, when we know how to harness it, when we know how to protect ourselves, right? I'm just saying, why do you say harness? Harness, because these things that are happening to us, they're showing us how we can create our boundaries, how we can create and strengthen our boundaries. So using those lessons, so when you're feeling great, someone comes up to you and then all of a sudden you switch, right? That's a lesson. And healing the new way, you can be able to record that, okay? Because we are spiritual scientists, and we start to use our internal and our external reality as I'm just getting clue, but hang on. I'm just getting experiment. So this is about, I'm seeing God, source, creation, experiment, right? And that spiritual scientist, we get to experiment, we get to, and it's all about the creator, and it's, okay, so this is the sort of vibe that I'm getting, is that, we are spiritual scientists. This is the merging of spirit and science, okay? To unify, we're in that now moment. We are using the input, the feedback that we're receiving in the inner and the external world, and we are experimenting, and we are I've always been a massive skeptic, so I need to be able to prove things to myself, right? That's not just me being crazy, right? And I've been like that for a very long time. And thank you, Photo Guy, for the follow. Anyone else who doesn't follow, press that follow button, because shit's going to get real wild. Every week I plan to come on live here to TikTok. following my, because I'm going to go live on YouTube very soon, and we're going to channel and we're going to see what the divine has to share with us for our ascension. The fact that you guys are falling upon me, just like Tammy said before, it's an opportunity, right? To know yourself better, okay? And I'm sharing from this frequency of abundance. This knowledge will set you free. There's that saying, knowledge is power, right? So I'm just sharing from that frequency. I'm just seeing the eternal mind that we are all one with, but the distortions in the matrix and the energetic blockages and the separation keeps you from having that absolute clarity. So I just want everyone to join me and receive these wisdom codes and know that it is possible to do exactly as I have done. All it takes is a choice, because that word free will is coming up, and chosen one. Will you choose to be free? Last week on the YouTube live stream, and it was a very long one. I don't know if they're all going to be that long. I went for 3 hours, but it was amazing. And it's like these live streams that open you up to the divine mind, so you can reconnect with your truth, who you are. But it was like talking about the chosen one and free will, right? So there's many beings right now who will say they're a chosen one, but they haven't done the work. They're yet to do the work, right? They're a chosen one. That's awesome. You're a chosen one. We'll walk through that gateway, right? You say you're one of the 144. Well, come and do the inner work to be in resonance with that frequency and to have your DNA upgraded. Because the 144,000, that's when you have walked this path, embodied Christ, embodied Sophia, embodied Christos. You've done your divine sacred union, right? Your Merkaba has been built, right? You've uncovered this Merkaba, and you have moved through the Vesica Pisces, through that realm of separation, through that flower of life, to move in to the unified. I'm just getting unified, and it just stops. Okay, anyway, so once you move through that realm of separation, through that flower of life, right, the one that's based in separation, that's when you are a match and you are a 144. You have done all the work. You have on your DNA, right? You are resonating at that frequency, and so that's what makes you one of the 144. All the beings that are saying they're a chosen one and they're 144, that's all well and good, but now you need to be able to do the work to be that, right? To embody the divine, to be that, right? And as we do, and this is only available through the program that I'm going to be sharing that isn't even available yet, right? We have our first lot of initiates still moving through and doing this. So I don't know. Yes, I don't know. They don't tell me. They're just like, Nadine, just be in the now moment, right? So all I can do is what I'm guided to do, and what I'm guided to do is share this truth so you can come to yourself, right? Because that's what this ascension journey is. It's you embodying Sophia Christos to move through the realm of separation into unity, so you can be in the resonance of the 144. Oh, McKay, Queensland, lovely. David, so this journey, there's a very specific path, and it's all done through our minds, utilizing all of these energetic centers, right? One of the things, it's like this torus field. It's like so there's like every level of the Oh, wow. So, sorry, this going really fast now. Thank you so much for the roses, the Ascension Project. Yeah, so it's just, there is a very specific path. So there's a lot of people out there saying that they're this and they're that, but I know they're not, because right now in this time and space, their future self may be, because they may have walked through this doorway, this portal that I'm sharing with you, and they've done it, right? But right now in this time and space, there's only a few people that have these instruction sets that are embodying Sophia and Christos, right? And doing this work on their DNA, rehabilitating the DNA to be able to wipe all the darkness, all the separation, all those programs that keep them in that old world, right? Becoming more, like connecting deeper and deeper and deeper to the all, connecting their core to the earth's core, connecting their core to the sun's core, to the great central sun. Like, it's just becoming more and more and more. So they're not, they're more than anything in this external world cares to share. We've got a lot of star seeds and people that are they're saying everyone is in a trap right now, okay? Everyone, but it's okay. It's okay, because now you guys have the knowledge and you know there is a way out. I'm sharing that with you. Whether or not you choose to trust that is up to you, you know. Will you choose to be free? I love that, because it's like free will and chosen ones. And it's like, will you choose to be free? That's the actual message from God's source creation, from the absolute, from Christ. That's what, you know, because right now humanity are in this Satan's trap. They're a part of this archonic program that programs you, no matter what way you follow, no matter what healing technique modality you use, no matter what rabbit hole you're done, no matter what ascension program you're following, no matter what you know, what's it called, hang on, let me have some water, I'm losing it. No matter what religion, what ascended master, all that sort of stuff. Bob, yeah, the whole dragon thing has come up recently. Just touched on it, and I'm here working for those, right? They were saying the other week that I'm the mother of dragons, and it was so funny, because it's like I was thinking of Game of Thrones and Khaleesi, and I was like, stop it, that's so, but they're like, this is the frequency that is that's what we're doing here, right? That's what we're doing. Like, we have the template of creation. We have that. So if you're familiar with Sophia and Christ, you'll probably be familiar with the Kathara grid, if that's how you even say it, the 12 tree grid. You know, that's the template of creation that I'm speaking about. And every single step of that template creation tells a whole story. It's a different frequency of information, a different truth, a deeper connection. It's about walking through, like doing that embodiment of Sophia on that step number 10, right? And then moving through that Stargate in the step 11, right? And then the 12th step is, you know, the whole Christos, right? And then after that, once I moved through that, it was like I got the Ankh, like the key, right? The key to life, the Ankh, this golden key. And then I was given the fruit of life with all the spheres that fit into the Merkaba, the Metatron's cube, the golden Metatron's cube, which fit into the Merkaba, right? And once I had all those things, right, once I had done all the work, all the uncovering, my Merkaba was ready to go, and it moved through. I had some lessons in Mother Ark and Father Ark, and they're like, well, you're Mother Ark because you incarnated here, and it's the only way. Like, she had to incarnate onto the planet to remember herself, to give this to others, right? So they can break free, right? so they can receive and break free, because it's only about doing the inner work, right? You have to do the inner work. It's the only way. And everything that I make available is like divinely guided, and it's just part of this divine plan. So wherever you choose to connect with me, whether it be through my free stuff, through my membership, or in the future receive these, but that you need these to go within to be able to ascend, to be Christ, right? So everyone's programmed to be waiting for Jesus Christ right now. And yeah, it's just, he's here through me. But I haven't lived as, let's see, let's just block that silly comment. So you have to make the choice to do this. I can give you the information, and I can share where I've been and how I've got there. I am God, right? And so are you. It's all about us releasing all the shit to become who we truly are. This is why this time is so important, and this information that I have to share with you, it's so unbelievable, but this is the magic of creation. This is the truth, right? And you need to access your truth to do what I have done. I'm not going to give you a play for play thing, how to do it. I mean, I'll guide you, and I will share what needs to be shared for you to be able to step into your truth. Yeah. But your truth is the key to unlock your ascension. Okay? So, and so I'm just a spirit guide. Okay? I'm a spirit guide incarnate. I've earned that role. I've been through the darkness. I've had many dark teachers. I've had certain lifetimes where I've done this before, where I'm pretty famous, but I don't attach to them at all, because just last month I had to use those past lives, past incarnations where I have been here and done this. I had to use them to ascend further, right? But I only found out those lifetimes that I had on this journey. I had no idea otherwise. But again, at the same time, it's like, So Marius Kruger, there's nothing like your truth. There's only truth. The rest is your opinion. Absolutely. And we're all individuals, and we all have different ways that we interpret the truth. The truth is God's source creation. The truth is source. The truth is the absolute. The truth is that spirit. So basically, I'm here to share. I've walked this path. I'm an ascended master, incarnate right now. I've embodied Christ, and I'm sharing this truth with you. So I'm just sharing my experience to awaken, to activate you guys, because this is all about connection. And the beings that are meant to be here, that chose to be here, again, there's a free ebook in my bio that you can download, 10 Signs You Chose to Be Here. Everyone is incarnated with a mission. So there's many beings that have come down from the one to be incarnated on this earthly plane, to be able to receive these new instruction sets, to open up and anchor, to uncover their God, their inner God, right? Source, creation, be gods walking upon this planet. So Paul is a narcissist magnet. Yeah, that happens. So we are these beings that we're naturally high frequency, right? And we've incarnated, it fits in with the same thing, exactly the same thing that I've been speaking about. So we incarnate to this planet, right? And we attract these people and these things because these are things that we need to heal within ourselves, right? So you're ever for always going to be attracting that until you start healing, because that is a clue, that is a code, that is a sign from God that you need to heal on that to be able to ascend, right? All these negative things that happen in our reality, we can shift that, we can change it, but we can only do that if we heal ourselves, okay? So my membership is the portal for that, where you access the frequency, you can clear all those things, where you record that symptom, and so you're healing that automatically. And then you'll find as you're healing on certain things, new things will start to come in, and other one, yeah. So it's just like, again, this is about you decoding the matrix, right? And you doing it from the inner realms rather than focusing all your energy out there, because when you're doing that, and there's a lot of truth seekers, conspiracy theorists, they're like that. They're like, oh, this is wrong and that's wrong and this is wrong. Oh, and they're sharing all the deception. No, you're doing it all wrong. All wrong. You've got to heal on it. It's all right to see that shit, because you guys need to come through this portal and start recording that shit so it can go up online on the source program. So we're purging the earth of that shit. Like, I don't have all... We all need to take responsibility and choose to walk through this portal so we can start coding all the input that we're receiving to heal on that, to be able to transform the earth, right? And we do that through the membership. But otherwise, like today... hey, it's Talia. I think I said it right. Yeah, so it's like, it's the collective that creates this reality that we see. And by going out there like that, and like, oh, there's UFOs and the elite and this and that and rah, 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 and blood sacrifice, human trafficking, oh, I'll probably get banned saying all that sort of stuff. No, you're just helping create that because you're focusing and you're sending your energy to that. Stop it. Stop it. Use that to go heal, right? Record that input, heal on it, and freaking ascend, okay? So an ascended master is a being that's come here. Jesus is an ascended master, Buddha, Isis, right? So many ascended masters out there, Saint Germain. So they've come to this earth, right? From the one, right, to be able to, and they've suffered, they've struggled, right, to be able to do what they've done, okay? So they've incarnated onto this planet, this very dense, harsh reality, and they've had to remember who the hell they are, because they didn't remember. Like, you might be an ascended master and you don't know who the fuck you are, right? You're a god incarnate on this planet, right? And you'll never know until you step through this portal and start healing, until you receive these instruction sets and start rehabilitating your DNA, upgrading yourself to like take the blinders off, and remember. So these ascended masters have come through, and they've been initiated to this path. And they have begun their, I'm getting uncovering, but they're putting the word awakening over that. So they have healed in their particular way that they've been taught through from their God self to be one again. So everyone receives lessons from their God self, from the absolute. But the problem is that people aren't healing on it, and they don't know how to operate in this reality to be a creator. So they have done the work, they've walked the path, they've had their cosmic rebirth, and and I often think, I wonder if they've all had the same sort of, like, and they're just saying unique. Okay, so they just stop me. They're like, everyone has a unique path, right? And a unique way they're going to be guided back home. One of the most amazing things, and I've been teaching on here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably upload this to YouTube maybe later. I don't know. Absolutely, Paul. Embrace the pain and hurt instead of covering it up with something from the outside. Yeah. But we want to not just embrace it, because there's a lot of, because of the separation and the distortions, it's like we're not releasing it effectively. So embracing it kind of, I mean, I'd have to expand on that, why I agree with that, but I disagree with it at the same time. But it's like the pain, the suffering, the symptom comes to us, right? And it's up to us to choose what we do with it. Healing the new way, we can release that, right? And we can start to begin our cosmic lessons, right? To return to the one, and proving these things to ourselves, right? You know, being these, navigating this whole new way. One of the things, hang on. One of the main things that I do is sharing the navigation to the absolute, right? And how you can do it in the most effective way. Because no matter what, so in the last YouTube live that I did last Friday, we spoke about some new ways that you guys can use without having to connect to my Patreon. I recommend everyone connect to my Patreon, but not everyone's going to do it because not everyone's meant to. Everyone's going to do exactly what they're meant to do, and you need to follow your heart, not do it because you think you have to. You just do it because it's like, that's intriguing. I feel guided to do that. I might just do it. I might just suss it out and see what happens, right? This is all, again, that spiritual scientist. But in the last YouTube, we spoke about, and we got some lessons in relation to how you can, things that you can use. Absolutely, Paul. Use those things as fuel. So the symptoms, the suffering, the pain, the hurt, we use it as fuel. They are signs from the divine. When we record it, we heal on it, right? And we, like a fucking rocket ship, right? That's what I just got, rocket ship. Some of the lessons that I was getting in the last couple of days, because I've had to, these things come through in symbols, right? I'm going to have to go soon because I'm going live on YouTube in 25 minutes. So, and you guys come and join me and let me know that you're watching, right? So I can say, hey, TikTok family. So one of the latest symbols that I've been receiving is this compass, and how I am here to guide people, like a compass to their truth, right? And how the letter N, and they brought me up to the north, right? And I got this whole download, whole big lesson in relation to the hand pose that we use, right? This is the most powerful hand pose that you can use, right? And it depends, it's obviously not going to be as good for you as it would be if you were in the Patreon, but who cares? You're doing what you're doing, guided by your God self. It doesn't matter, right? But this is the New Earth hand pose, right? And it's really beautiful because this new lesson came through in relation to this, because we've got, yes, this is the absolute. Yes, this is my logo. So I showed you that in last week's YouTube. This is the, there's so many reasons why, this is so powerful, because knowledge is power. And if you're receiving my lessons and you're connected to me through all my socials and stuff like that, you're subscribed to TikTok, YouTube, you're showing up for yourself, this becomes stronger, right? Because as you guys get stronger, we collectively get stronger. As I share these new ways and you guys incorporate these new ways into your life, someone was saying they're going to use that in meditation and see, right? So it's all about testing these things out, right? You guys, we're all beta testers, right? In this information that's coming through from the source. So using this absolute. But anyway, one of the things that came through yesterday was a compass, right? And they're saying, yeah, you are, and the whole symbolism in relation to north, right? yeah, so this north, right? And the fact that it's all about the now moment, Nadine, all that sort of stuff. Leah, so the Patreon is actually a healing portal. So you guys connect to my energy, like you become one. You walk through that doorway to new earth, okay? So you're healing with the source program that I have spent over 10 years, over 4 years creating and building, right? You know, so you guys, if you're doing this and you're not in my membership, you're still in the realm of separation. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you just won't be able to release, barriers you will not be able to get through because you're contained on that matrix. So yeah, so Leah, this is something I want to share. Like, I just want to be 100% transparent and share with you guys like what I'm teaching my members, okay, and what we're doing in New Earth, right? And the information that's coming through, because everyone has access to this frequency. So they're saying knowledge, number one, right? Knowledge, information, this wisdom is a frequency in itself, okay? They're saying number two, the way that I serve is the actual, so beings actually consenting. Like when you join my Patreon, you're saying, okay, I want to do this. I want to work and I want to heal. I want to clear on all the things Nadine has cleared on. And I want to learn the new way to be able to, I don't know, to just get deeper clarity. So yeah, there's different ways I serve, but I want to be able to serve everyone. So that's why I'm getting out here and getting a sore throat before I even go on YouTube. I'm gonna have to go in a second. So people need to invest in themselves. So that's why God, source, creation, the absolute has created that portal, right, through my Patreon, because that requires my energy, and beings that come into that need to have a shit ton of healing to be able to be in resonance with us. So every month beings are receiving healing upgrades and all that sort of stuff to be in this frequency of one, to be able to use and heal and release like stuff, right? So it's actually a bargain, like $22 a month and you receive powerful healing every single month, so you can actually be in resonance. But you do need to do the inner work, right? It's not a free ride at all. And if you're not in resonance with it, you'll probably just, you know, leave, right? If you're in that group and you're expecting something just to happen to you, no, you've got to do the inner work too to open yourself up to that. It's a two-way street, right? So it's like all those beings that know they've come here for big things, I highly recommend that they walk through that. Other people that aren't quite sure yet, just play around with these things. Subscribe to my YouTube and come and join us every week where we get messages from the divine. So you guys have the understanding of how you need to operate to be able to tune into the deepest truth possible, because that's what I'm here to share and teach with you guys. But anyway, I'm going to get going now because I've got to get some stuff ready before I go live. And I'm starting to get I get really heavy. So I guess this is the lessons for the next one to open up. But come and join me. See you guys soon. Let me know you're watching from TikTok. That would be awesome. And we can just see what comes through, and see if there's any more lessons. Well, this is it. You guys can use that all you like, but it's all about accessing the lessons to go along with it, right? To be able to absorb those wisdom codes, so you have that information within your system. It's all about these new earth imprints. I'm getting imprints, the word imprints. So knowledge is power, all right? And it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, I'm speaking from the place where we are all one. So I'm speaking from, it's like I'm speaking to, hang on, let me have some water. It's like you talking to you, right? So it's up to you what you choose. And the last thing that I'm going to say that they want me to say is that beings don't trust themselves, so they find it very hard to trust others. Beings don't believe themselves, so they find it very hard to believe others. Beings don't love themselves, so they just, the whole magic of creation, they're blinded to, because the one thing that this frequency wants to share is that, you know, you guys are divine, infinite freaking beings, okay? And you need to remember who you are, but it's not just going to happen for you. You're not going to be spontaneously awakened and ascend, because there's so much information and so many things that need to be wiped, and so much new information that you need to receive to be able to integrate that, you know, and it's a process. So we need to, I just need to share this truth to, I'm getting blocked because of it's like the deception. They're just they're blocking me off completely, and they're saying deception. So it's like, you guys don't see how magical that you are because of the distortions, because of the deception, because of the old world matrix program, because of this archonic program you guys are logged into, okay? So we are going past, like, this is Sophia, okay? Sophia created everything here because she created that dark being that created this realm of separation. So we're going back to the divine feminine. Sophia is reclaiming herself through us, okay? So it's the knowledge, the wisdom that is here to set us free. This is why the leap of faith is so important. I know that you don't trust. I know people have so many trust issues. I know the love is lost in this realm because there's so much deception, so much hate that we see out there, so much fear. I know there's no trust, there's no love, right? The beings don't believe in themselves because the beliefs are actually a separation program, and all your beliefs are actually, they're not you, right? So to believe in something that goes against all your beliefs, but these beliefs are separation programs you've been programmed with, it's very difficult. So I know that. That's why the divine is like, you need to take this leap of faith, right? Show up for yourself. I know Nadine sounds stark raving crazy, but Nadine's here to activate you. She's here to awaken you. She's here to support you. I've been healing for you guys for so fucking long on this journey, you know, and it's up to you to be open though, to receive. You know, there's so many beings right now who are closed off because it's not their time yet. Simple as that. But the fact that you're here, it's really exciting. So I just guide you. They're saying guide. Okay, I'll go with it. I'll just guide. What was I saying about guide? No, they've got that word guide up. Guide, like guide to the universe, right? To finding yourself. Guide. Oh, so they're saying cosmic guide. Okay. But anyway, we're all part of the one cosmic body, right? And for me to heal, I need to assist you guys. For you guys to heal, you need to assist. Like we use the inner and the outer worlds, and you know, it's so simple. But this is what Source is saying. It's like you need to show up for yourself, right? And just suck in these wisdom codes and let them, this is light, right? So this is light from the divine. You just showing up for yourself and just being open, just like, okay, I'll just listen to this crazy cracker and just see what happens. I'll start playing around with these things and see what happens, because I don't really, right? So you need to prove to yourself, okay? You need to prove to yourself, right? because your God self, the absolute, wants to connect with you and it wants to begin your lessons. Anyway, guys, love you so much. Thank you for joining. See you guys on YouTube, and let's see what comes out. All right. Mwah. Bye, guys. Oh, and if you don't follow, press that follow button, because, you know, it's been really difficult getting content out on TikTok because I have to do it when I'm guided, and because I can't just, right now I've been using my energy for receiving all these lessons, like receiving the lessons, healing, integrating, calibrating, all these different things. Oh, awesome, Paul. I look forward to it. Yeah, so it's just like, I can't get content, but this journey and accessing this information is so much more important. So, but anyway, there's going to be a lot of magic shared on this channel when I get time, and when I'm guided, and because if I force myself to do stuff, if I'm like, okay, well, I have to do some TikTok thing, it's not that power. Because I'm doing it out of alignment, because they've told me not to do it. So I just don't do it. If I'm told not to do it, if I'm doing it out of the fact I think I have to, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And then they're like, told ya. We're reading the paper now. Like, we're not pumping any, we're not sharing anything, like, so you shouldn't be, right? You've got to do it in alignment with the one. So it's like, okay, and I've had that lesson. I've learnt my lesson the hard way many a times, where I've just tried to force it because I think that's what I'm meant to be doing, to be consistent. But they're like, no, you got to flow. You got to flow, man. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.